Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show. The Penguins Cup Championship Show, the Penguins Cup Playoff Show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
Ballack now in front. G, Love, Glove, Save, LHG, Landon, Horder, Cribben. with a big stop in front. Strelka on the right, point Strelka from the circle. In front, redirect goes wide. The tick and the tack was there, but the toe misses as Shellhouse couldn't chip that one into the open net. Redirect in front, save, rebound, stop, third try. Denial seems it had to come. Jackson Fox stopping everybody. One ahead and moving it forward now, back the other way. Opportunity, score! Grab Shellhouse. Our first tally of the afternoon. Titan teammates.
5 weeks.
Not that you're counting it down, Kevin. Great Frez in front. Martin stopped. Strelka tried to make the feed.
Strelka put his hands on his helmet because he thought Mahoney.
Ripping it. Strelka from the circle. G-Love glove. Save Jackson.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock coming to you from Neville Island, the RMU Island Sports Center here inside the Clearview Arena for PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Solico Advisors. Game number 1 of our Monday night Week 21 doubleheader here on TenbandTV brings us to the Class A Gold Division as the Chartiers Valley Colts visit the Montour Spartans. You remember when you were a kid and your parents used to say that phrase, no ifs, ands, or buts? Well, tonight, the visiting team is going to try to resolve some of the ifs, ands, or buts that mark the Class A playoff picture as we enter the final week of the Class A regular season for 2024-2025. Chartiers Valley coming in with an 18-1 overall record, good for 54 points, the top spot currently in the Gold Division of PIHL Class A. Montour coming in at 13-4-1 overall, good for 41 points, and the number 4 spot in PIHL Class A. Both teams have clinched playoff berths officially in the Class A Penguins Cup tournament. Here is what's at stake. The Chartiers Valley Colts tonight are going to try to clinch back-to-back divisional titles in Class A with a win of any kind. They can also take a charity point via an overtime loss and still clinch the division title. Or if Quaker Valley loses in regulation tomorrow night, or if Quaker Valley fails to win in regulation tomorrow night at McDowell up at Lecom Sports Park, then the division title will belong to the Colts. So those are the various scenarios. Quite simply, win and the championship is theirs of the Class A Gold Division. The Montour Spartans are locked into the number 4 spot. They are going to the Penguins Cup playoffs, and they will be the number 4 team regardless of tonight's outcome or the rest of the Class A action on the schedule this week. The Spartans will host either Indiana or North Hills, the eventual 5th place team in the Blue Division in the opening round of the Penguins Cup playoffs. Key players for both teams. The hot hand for Chartiers Valley the last couple games has been Ryan Kumpf, number 56, warming up at center ice right along the center stripe. Kumpf, 8 goals in his last 3 games. He has 16 total on the year, 8 goals in those last few outings. He had a pair of goals in Char Valley's dominant win over Meadville last Monday in the Colts regular season home finale, and back-to-back hat tricks in the 2 games prior. It's been an interesting journey for the Montour Spartans the last couple of seasons, making it back to the playoffs. 2 years ago, they were one of Class A's top teams, but were banned from playoff participation for improper use of an out-of-state player who was not properly registered with the league. The Spartans last year, the bottom really fell out. They managed only 5 victories in the regular campaign, despite having the Class A scoring champion and Class A number 3 in regular season scoring. Last year, it was Hunter Fiedler and Thomas Barefoot, respectively. This year, the Spartans again have the number 1 and number 3 in Class A overall scoring. Number 71, Aiden Moskovitz, leads the pack with 33 goals and 68 points. Barefoot, a PIHL All-Star, and like Moskovitz, an alternate captain wearing number 96 and warming up somewhere in the mix off to our right. He comes in with 33 goals and 23 assists for 56 points. The Colts also boasting one of the more dangerous goal scorers in the PIHL, the Shaha Panthers product, number 34, Noah Callender. Callender, last year's PIHL rookie goal-scoring champion with 30 tallies. Tonight, he needs at least a hat trick to match or exceed that total in the regular season finale for both these teams. Goaltending-wise, we are likely to see the senior Matt Kohlberg once again between the pipes for the Colts. He is the league leader in goaltending wins with 17 of those. He is the Class A leader in goals against average at .98, second best in save percentage at .941, and the league leader in shutouts, having picked up his 7th of the season last Monday. He had 6 of those in the previous regular season as the Colts went on to win their first Penguins Cup title since 1986. Kohlberg also took the victory in the 9-2 victory by the Colts in their last meeting all the way back on October 7th at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center, making 14 saves in that contest. It'll be interesting to see if Stephen Young goes with either Ethan Diani, the junior all-star, who was pulled early in the third period, of the last meeting. Despite making 33 saves, he gave up 7 goals as well and was on the hook for the loss in that contest. He has 7 victories on the season. He's played nearly 470 minutes. Right behind him, though, is an exciting freshman, Cam Molka, who's played 450 minutes as a backup, and he's won each of his last 5 appearances and brought his save percentage all the way up to .901, his goals against average as a backup all the way down to .215. And in relief in the last meeting between these clubs, he allowed 2 goals and made 4 saves in 12-17 of action. Now, the Spartans had all that scoring we told you about last year, but again, defense and goaltending kind of let them down, and that's why they didn't go on to the playoffs. This year, they've been better in that category, both categories across the board, and with some goaltending depth to play with now, we'll keep an eye on how they go for this big game, at least for the visiting team. For the home team, it's one final tune-up before the Penguins Cup playoffs begins. The PIHL News and Notes ticker available on your screen for both broadcasts tonight, brought to you by our friends at Solico Advisors, proud Game 1 sponsor of our PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on a chilly Monday night in Western Pennsylvania. The Chartiers Valley Colts, coached by Paul Benetti, in year number 11 total with the program, leading that varsity team in 2 separate tours of duty, 20 years apart. His team trying to earn back-to-back division crowns here this evening as we get set to honor America. In Colonial Country, it is not a proper on-campus sporting event without the dulcet tones of legendary RMU groundskeeper, superfan, and born-again Christian of note, John Tucci. The visiting Colts, 1 regular season loss in total to Quaker Valley at home on December the 2nd. Since then, 10 consecutive wins. trying to make it 11 in a row to close out their regular campaign and lock up that Gold Division crown, and with it, a first-round bye in the Penguins Cup playoffs. The Montour Spartans, they are giant killers of late, having beaten the Quakers in overtime 3-2 at the Barrel Complex last Monday night for their 6th consecutive victory. We told you that this defense is radically improved. They have allowed just 5 goals in their last 4 games. And they're eager to get back at the Colts after that lopsided loss early in the regular season. This Montour team, 20th in Class A and total goals allowed last season. This season, they've improved all the way up to 10th coming into Monday night. Diani gets the starting goal for the Spartans against Kohlberg, as expected for the Colts. Benkin and Gawarek, the USA Hockey crew for Game 1, and Montour controls the opening faceoff and moves it from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin the game. Caden Herbst, the senior, playing this puck inside his own zone, turned it over to Darian Stroh-Snyder at the attacking blue line. Colts in a delayed offside situation, tag up. That allows the Spartans to play it from behind their own net. Jonah Camberdice-Woodruff, the senior forward, deep in his own zone for the Spartans. Monitored by Stroh-Snyder, takes a whack from Stroh-Snyder, the junior, on that play. Now he brings it up over the attacking line on the off wing, tries to shoot it. Stroh-Snyder staying with him all 200 feet, jars that puck loose, and it comes free to Vinny Venero, the varsity rookie. Venero, 16 assists on the campaign in his first 16 varsity games. Colts played off the side of the net. From center, Camberdice-Woodruff plays it in behind the Chartiers Valley goal. Joey DeAngelis defensively for the Colts, trying to chip it around Thomas Barefoot, the Montour captain. Colts unable to get penetration. Barefoot misplaying the puck in front of the visiting bench, backed up by Moskowitz. Aiden Moskowitz, the Class A leading scorer, with his first shot on goal, and Matt Kohlberg, his first, then quickly second save of the game. Icing on Chartiers Valley, a minute 30 in. Barefoot scored in the last meeting for the Spartans. 2 goals, including that game winner on the power play in overtime last Monday to knock off the mighty Quakers and throw a monkey wrench into that team's chances at the #1 seed in Class A Gold. Again, Chartiers Valley can wrap up the division title with a victory on the road here tonight. Colt Wilson defensively from his own corner. Behind the net for Corbel. Jack Corbel around the near boards for Cole Dallas, the senior. Colts in the middle of a line change. Barefoot trying to be the first man on that puck. Mitchell got there at the same time for CV. From within Montour territory, it's Corbel one more time. Misplay off a Chartiers Valley body. Spartans have to get it back to center again, and they will. Reaching pass for Moskowitz. Centering pass intended for Trey Varga, cut out by the Colts. Jackson Chory, who had the game winner against Meadville last Monday, in on that play defensively for CV. And he takes this lead pass, right wing side, gets in behind Josh Klimas. It comes to Klimas in the near corner. Austin Tornabin on the half wall trying to keep it in the zone, and does for Chartiers Valley. Varga regaining possession for Montour. That off the raised stick of Tornabin. High stick on the puck, they say, as Carlo touches it. Spartans control this face-off. Nico Sikorsky near side. Dom Dorsch tied up immediately. Colts exhaust the area. Sawyer Carlo coming off his first ever varsity goal, playing it at center for CV. A miscue at the side of the net. Turnover in the corner. Up top to Carlo. Carlo through a crowd save made, and it's held by Diani. Just an .808 save percentage last year. 3 victories for Diani. .829 save percentage coming into Monday night. Cambridge Woodruff from the corner. Turned over to the Colts. Callender trying to center it for Kumpf. That's broken up by Jimmy Stewart, near side. A couple of the Spartans run afoul of one another. That allows CV to play this puck back to center. Kumpf up to Callender. Callender trying to lead it for Brady Nairn, the CV captain. Nairn thought about going cross ice and tries to, but that pass is blocked off. Good gap control there by Zacharias defensively. Correction, that was Herbst, the senior, getting involved in the play there for Montour. Turnover right out in front to Kumpf in a dangerous area, but he couldn't handle that puck. Callender off the side of the net, still loose. Nairn unable to locate it. Flick toward goal by Garcia off the protective netting. Garcia, a classic stay-at-home defenseman, 3 points in 3 games since returning to the CV lineup from a suspension for abusive officials in the Quaker Valley game. Tornabin against Barefoot. Barefoot and the Spartans continue to hold their own on face-offs early. Nearly 5 minutes into a scoreless first period. Tyler held through a crowd. That glances off the glass, back to center. Wilson near corner. Comes out the other side to Corbel. Corbel plays it back inside the Chartiers Valley stripe. Tyler held up to Chori on the off wing. Chori fires, that's blocked. Wilson getting in the way of that shot. Moskovitz towards center. 126 career points for Aiden Moskovitz coming into Monday night. Out in front it comes, deflected wide by Dallas as the net behind Kohlberg is dislodged. And Moskovitz, a player that the Colts held in check the last time out, holding him to just 1 point in that lopsided victory back at the Lebo Ice Center. Moskovitz trailing Meadville's Robert Mahoney by 3 in the Class A goal-scoring race coming into Monday night as he tries to lock up the overall Class A scoring title for this season. Venero off the side of the net. Stroh-Snyder out in front trying to sneak it to Waldron. Waldron couldn't accept the pass. Sikorsky counterattacking for Montour. Dumps it in. Spartans changing on the fly. DeAngelis gains the red line and dumps it in off Diani. From an angle, Diani making the save, and the rebound comes right out to Jennings. He puts it weakly toward Kohlberg, and Kohlberg will hang on. Colts win a face-off in their own zone. Chori trying to get it to Kumpf. It's turned over to the Spartans. Dorsch gets it to the near corner. Chori up the near side for Ryan Kumpf. Taken over by Varga. Stewart retreating defensively. Colts play it to the near corner. Stewart again has that puck for Montour. Tyler held, chased by Dorsch. giving ground and giving some more ground now as he plays it under more intense pressure up to center. Nairn slipping it to Callender. Callender creating space to Nairn. Nairn dropping it off. Snapshot, save Diani. No rebound. Some terrific puck movement by a terrific trio, but a better save by Ethan Diani. Tyler Held, leading scorer amongst defensemen in Class A, 33 points in 17 games entering Monday, and had a goal in the last meeting along with 1 assist. Moskovitz and the Spartans come to center. Moskovitz up the right wing. Toward the middle, down low for Barefoot. Barefoot trying to go short side as it goes out of play. Not sure if Kohlberg caught a piece of it or not. Barefoot and Moskovitz co-leading the team with 33 goals apiece. Barefoot for the second year in a row, number 3 in the Class A scoring race on the final day of regular season play for the Spartans. Montour Murphy dumps this puck high off the glass in Chartiers Valley ice. Austin Tornabin trying to play it outside his own zone. Moskovitz from the half wall, centering pass to nobody except for Tornabin. Woodruff recovers, plays it out in front, right to Chori. We have a yard sale in Chartiers Valley territory as Chori gains the red line, dumps it in, and wants to come off for a line change. Under 10 to go in a scoreless first period here from the RMU Island Sports Center. Venero with the misplay, Waldron backing him up. Sends it around the Montour boards. Stroh-Snyder trying to get involved, but the Spartans get the clear. Terrific pass to Barefoot. Barefoot on goal. Kohlberg the save and the rebound cleared aside. Moskovitz hit him right on the tape, but Kohlberg was there. Turn over to Woodruff. Woodruff knocked off that puck by Waldron. Stroh-Snyder 1 against 2. Now he's got company in Venero. Stroh-Snyder wide of goal. Approaching the midpoint of this scoreless first period. Woodruff from the far corner. Venero sticking right with him. Woodruff still protecting that puck. Now has Callender all over him. Callender draws the double team. And up to center it'll finally come as the Spartans win that puck battle. Corbel deep into CV ice. Off the side of the net, loose. Kohlberg trying to cover. He couldn't. Nairn taking a bit of a beating as he tries to go for it in the corner. Callender contacted from behind by Varga. Up ahead it comes now to Kumpf. Kumpf with space on the left wing. Ryan Kumpf trying to reel it in. Centering pass intended for Callender, broken up and stolen by Nairn. He puts it on goal and the save is made point blank by Diani. CV's best chance of the night. Spartans in transition. Near side it comes. That off-balance shot by Varga is blocked. Varga throws it cross ice. Sikorsky down low. Tyler Held quickly along the Kumpf, and the net again behind Matt Kohlberg is off the mark. Colts win the face-off. Callender up to Kumpf. Kumpf over the attacking line. Kumpf trying to center for Callender. Good break up there by Dorsch. Has Varga near side. Instead, he'll take matters into his own hands. He's knocked off that puck by Garcia. Nairn from deep in his own end. Jennings, a freshman, on here for Stephen Young. Turned over to the Colts, who come back to center. Chance for Callender. He has Kumpf on the wing. One of the Spartans lost an edge. Callender to Kumpf. Kumpf puts it wide. Oh, a break there for Montour. Tornabin trying to reverse the play, but he gave up the puck. Sikorsky to Varga. Varga gets it back to center. Montour going for a line change. Colts trying to hurry things along. Held from distance. That ricochets on goal, and Diani kicks it out of there. Shorey near side for Held. Deflected wide of goal. Stewart taking Dayton Yanko out of the play as he got rid of that puck. And now Yanko pinned down in his offensive zone. Yanko gives him a little what for at the end of that play. Officials keeping the whistles in the pockets for now. Tyler Held tied up as the puck comes near side for Yanko. And now we will get penalties here, it looks like, with 6 minutes remaining. Coincidental infractions. Woodruff and Yanko are both going to go. Yanko for the slash, Woodruff for roughing. So no penny power play at stake. We remain 5 aside with no score late first period. Montour wins the own zone draw. It comes around to DeAngelis, who pinches to keep it inside the zone temporarily. Montour going to take their chances with the icing call. Venero against Barefoot. Barefoot wins the face-off cleanly. Herbst lost an edge. Colts throw it out in front. Too heavy for Stroh-Snyder. Moskovitz near side for Barefoot. Barefoot up the left wing. Barefoot from the side of the net. Kohlberg the save. Dallas the off-balance shot. Too many blue shirts in the way. And there you hear the official penalty announcements. Meanwhile, the net again behind Matt Kohlberg has become an issue. Same two combatants at the face-off dot. This time, Venero wins one. And the freshman plays it near side for Waldron. Waldron from distance. Colts are offside. Venero tried to throw it back to Stroh-Snyder. Stroh-Snyder couldn't find that puck. Barefoot sends it around the boards for Montour. Dallas to Moskovitz. Moskovitz splits the defense. Moskovitz on goal. Kohlberg the save, and he stops Barefoot on the follow-up. DeAngelis near corner, beyond the reach of Wilson. Icing on CV with 5 minutes to go in the first. Matt Kohlberg, two-time PIHL All-Star in the cage for CV once again. Diani, his counterpart, also an All-Star nod in 2025. Unsurprisingly, a scoreless start to this one with 4:40 remaining in the first. Colts win the puck battle. Dallas persisting defensively for Montour. Wilson, after Dallas took it away, to the opposite corner for Corbel, turned over to Kumpf. Or Tyler Held, fires it right off Diani, who had that far side covered. Colts played out in front. Nairnfan on the shot. Follow-up is kicked out of there by Diani. And the Spartans swipe it aside. Colts with a couple of grade A chances in the latter stages of period one. This line's still out there for Paul Benetti. Kumpf muscled off the puck by Varga. Varga, a personal high, 16 points this season, 10 goals. Dorsch unable to handle that puck. Good job by Held at the last moment to deny him the scoring chance. Spartans generate the turnover. Klimas gets it deep. Held and the Colts recover and get it back to center. Sikorsky under pressure from Jackson Shorey. Throws it cross ice in space to Varga. Turned over to Tornabin. Tornabin from the bottom of the circle. Out in front, bouncing puck. It's stopped by Diani as the net behind the Montour netminder is off the moorings. And we got a penalty here. Josh Klimas going off for a cross-check with 3:23 remaining in the first, and the Colts going on the Penny power play. Penny is Pennsylvania's official healthcare marketplace. Visit Penny, PENNIE.com today to see if you qualify for enrollment. Follow them on social media at PennyPA. The fifth-ranked power play in Class 1A goes to work. Chartiers Valley, 33.3% coming into Monday night. Spartans get the initial face-off win and get the clear. Noah Callender, team scoring leader, and that top unit out there for Paul Benetti. Callender near side, but Ryan Kumpf was offside. Montour 7th in the 25-team single-A circuit on the penalty kill entering week 21, 85.9%. Colts control the face-off. Callender and company try to get organized. Venero. Cross ice for Brady Nairn. Nairn tied up by Stewart. Stewart unable to get the clear. Good keep by Tyler Held. Held from the corner. Trying to go out in front for Venero. He can't. Good play there by Herbst to stand his ground. Near side for Nairn. Nairn down low to Callender. Callender fires. That's off the skate of Herbst. Midway through the Penny power play, kept in by Nairn. Tornabin knocked on his backside as play continues. Herbst with another good play as the Spartans get the clear. Braden Kulak, the junior, doing yeoman's work. 45 to go in the cross-checking call on Klimas. Venero over the attacking line. Callender available above the right circle. Waits, watches, cross ice, one-timer, save made Diani. Nairn staying with that puck. Nairn draws the double team. Spartans can't get the clear. Near side Callender. Callender around a man. Callender toward goal. It's loose in front. He can't reach back for it. And the Spartans get another clear vis-a-vis Caden Herbst. Kohlberg under pressure playing this puck just out of reach of Woodruff. Last rush for this CV power play. They might not get one. Montour 1 for 1 in the PK. A minute 20 to go in the period. Callender's still out there for the Colts. Callender over the line on the off wing. Callender from the side of the net. Save made. It's loose. Montour in control. And that puck played inadvertently by Barefoot off the rafters. Thus the stoppage in play. Montour wins the face-off. Colts first team on the loose puck. Venero behind the net. Tied up by Corbel. Colts work it out in front. Backdoor play in on Diani. He juggles it, and he has it. Dylan Shamansky, the alternate captain, trying to make life miserable for the Spartans in tight. Diani looking sharp early on for Montour. Corbel in the corner. Waldron throws it to space. Strohsnyder coming back for it. Wilson under pressure from Venero. It's worked loose to Strohsnyder. Strohsnyder in front. It's still loose. Waldron trying to get positioning on his man, gets it back up to DeAngelis. DeAngelis forcing the save from Diani. Under a half minute to go in the period. Barefoot. Right side for Moskowitz. The dynamic duo out there for Stephen Young. Barefoot shoved off that puck by Szymanski, but stays with it. Barefoot behind the net. To the corner for Moskowitz. 13 left. Moskowitz to the point. Moskowitz from the half wall. Out in front is deflected on goal. Loose at the side of the net. And Cole Dallas out of position. Tried to tuck it in behind Kohlberg. But it was not to be as the first period buzzer sounds. Chartiers Valley nothing, Montour nothing, with the Class A gold title on the line for the Colts. I'm Matt Popchock. You're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Solyko Advisors.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice. And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Special teams can decide a close hockey game. The advisors at Solyko Capital are a special team. Solyko advisors are leveraged by Solyko Capital to help you take control of the game. They deliver practical solutions to the financial challenges faced by late-stage startup and growth companies. If your brand new business is booming and you're ready to expand, Solyko Capital can give you the support you need to succeed. Visit them on the web at solykocapital.com to learn more, and be sure to follow them on LinkedIn. The push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs continues for both these teams here on TenbandTV, presented by Solyko Advisors. Matt Popchock here at the RMU Island Sports Center inside the Clearview Arena for Game 1 of our PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on TenbandTV. First period shots on goal, Chartiers Valley Colts 15, Montour Spartans 7. Where it counts, we are scoreless. Both teams with some good chances. Montour with a big penalty kill late in the period. The side switch has occurred and second period action is underway. Herbst and Stewart, the defensive pairing, to begin the period for Steve Young. Misplay there by Held. Held knocked down. Shot on Kohlberg. The save is made and it comes out the other side. Spartans thought they had themselves a goal. Kohlberg doing some bargaining with the hockey gods. Nairn across the attacking line, slips it to Callender. Callender taken off the play by Dorsch. Callender right back in the mix. Colts try to recover that puck. Callender has it from an angle. Diani the save. The rebound is loose in front. Kumpf trying to reset it. Colts on the doorstep. Diani has it. And Kumpf is dumped by Stewart as tempers flare and the whistle sounds. And we may have more penalties coming up here. Kumpf continues to jaw with Dom Dorsch. Officials trying to separate those two before the face-off. And indeed, they're both going to go, or one of them's going to go at least. Stewart's going to go for retaliating for the shove after the whistle. Roughing is the indication. So the senior blue liner will feel shame, for 2 minutes and then get free. Chartiers Valley to the penny power play for the second time tonight. They are 0 for 1 thus far. Colts had the only power play goal by either team in the last meeting between these clubs in early October. Tyler held from distance. Loud save there by Diani. It's still loose. The Colts have it. Callender under pressure from Kulak. Up top to Held. Held to Callender. Noah Callender, right circle. Score! The Callender man right on schedule. Stewart takes the proverbial walk of shame, and the Colts draw first blood 58 seconds into period 2 on the Penny power play to take the 1-0 lead. Goal number 28 on the sophomore year of Noah Callender. And for Callender, his 5th power play tally. He's got goals in 9 of his past 10 league outings. That's why you got to pay attention to the live read, folks. Special teams can decide close games. The Colts get a leg up in the special teams battle and a leg up on the Montour Spartans early in period 2 on the power play tally by their leading scorer, Noah Callender. Szymanski at center, playing that puck to Brady Nairn. Officially, it's Callender from Held and Kumpf. So Ryan Kumpf continuing his hot play of late, and he has this puck, or had it, more accurately, before he lost it temporarily to Klimas. Callender trying to feed Nairn in the corner. That pass too strong. Klimas to Moskovitz defensively. Moskovitz, home run pass to Woodruff. Woodruff to the goal. One too many moves. Sawyer Carlos stuck with him, and Woodruff didn't even get a shot off. That's a big break for the Colts. And Montour with some very crisp passing in this game. You got to be impressed by it. There's a nice one up to Woodruff one more time. Woodruff above the right circle. Penetrating, now going behind the CV net. Woodruff from an angle comes out the opposite side. Barefoot was tied up by the alternate captain, Szymanski. This one comes in on Diani, and he will take no chances. We told you Tyler Held got the first apple on that power play goal. 5 power play assists for him. He has 20 altogether now this season. And for Kumpf, that's only his 2nd point of the season, believe it or not, on special teams, with as well as he's been playing. Save again, Diani, and tight, and he did not have it frozen, but gets the charitable whistle. This USA hockey crew losing sight of the puck and calling for the faceoff in Montour ice. Again, it's Benkin and Gawarek on duty for game 1. Gawarek, a name that rings a bell in the officiating ranks. He's done a few college games, I believe, in this barn at the NCAA Division I level. Colts on the draw. Shot from an angle by Chori, denied by Diani. Spartans clear it, but not out. Put back on Diani, the save is made, and getting knocked onto his stomach was Chori. He gets right back up. Colts playing on the front foot to begin this 2nd period collectively as the Spartans come 3 men strong across the line. Centering pass intended for Corbel broken up. Chartiers Valley gets it back to center. Kohlberg leaves it for Garcia. Garcia just in the nick of time to Tyler Held. Held outletting for Yanko. Yanko near side for Kumpf. Kumpf inside the circle from an angle. Not sure if Diani stopped that one or not. It catches the glass in any event and comes all the way back to center for Held, who gains the red line and dumps it in. Well, maybe he didn't have the red line. Tyler Held certainly thinks he did. From my vantage point, I thought he did, but icing is called. Nairn against Kulak for this face-off. To the left of Kohlberg. Colts win it cleanly. Lead pass to Callender, who quickly gets rid of it to Nairn. Delayed offside. Allows Dixon to play it defensively for Montour. Near side for Woodruff, who misfired on that earlier breakaway attempt in the second period. Callender wins the puck battle and gets it to Kumpf. Kumpf with speed. Left side. Kumpf from an angle. Couldn't hit the target. Mitchell unable to keep it in. Kulak dropping it back to Dorsch. Taken away by Callender. Callender over the line. Callender fakes. Callender drags and shoots it wide. He had a host of white shirts surrounding him. Didn't get everything he wanted on that shot, I don't think. Montour clears it back to center. Szymanski waiting. Paired out here defensively with Luke Mitchell. Szymanski with a dump in. Venero with a chase. Takes the hit from Stewart. Turnaround shot. That's stopped by Diani on Stroh-Snyder. Mitchell from distance. Score! Noted scoring threat Luke Mitchell has entered the chat, and it's 2-0 Colts. 12-10 till the ice cut. Luke Mitchell through bridge traffic doubles the advantage for the visitors. His first goal of the season, and what a time for it. Assuming, of course, it is Mitchell's goal, and right now it's being credited as such. Officially, it reads Mitchell from Venero and Waldron. And Chartiers Valley goes up 2-0 on Montour in period 2. Moskovitz fans on that attempted shot. Barefoot tied up by Held. Barefoot from an angle. Kohlberg the save, and he covers. Mitchell's first varsity goal, October of 2023 against Freeport. Back at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. He hadn't scored one since. Moskovitz from the half wall. In the corner for Held. It comes right out to Kohlberg in a dangerous manner, and the senior has it under his glove. And Chartiers Valley really not letting the Spartans breathe for much of the second period, but Montour finally getting some O-zone time. And they've got their leading scorer out there to take this faceoff against CV captain Brady Nairn. Moskovitz with a tie-up, kicks it back to Wilson. Wilson wide of goal. DeAngelis the rebound to the boards for Kumpf. Up it comes to Nairn. Brady Nairn 1 against 2 for Callender. Callender fakes to Kumpf. Kumpf shooting, scoring! Ryan Kumpf makes it 3-0 Chartiers Valley, and why don't you make yourself a dang quesadilla? 11.5 remaining in period 2. Goal number 17 for red-hot Ryan Kumpf. He's now got 9 in his last 4 games, tonight included. Chartiers Valley echoing the script from the first meeting between these teams, in which they also took a 3-0 lead at home. And it was at that point at the time that Steve Young used his timeout and the Spartans got back in it. Chartiers Valley ultimately prevailing in that contest. Still a lot of time left here, 11-11, period 2. But the Spartans have a hill to climb here at home. It's Kumpf from Callender and Held. So Callender and Held both with multi-point games tonight. And ditto that for Ryan Kumpf. Goal number 17 for the CV junior. Colts 3, Montour 0. Chartiers Valley trying to wrap up the 1A Gold Division title with a victory tonight in their regular season finale. Montour, the number 4 seed, regardless of this result. Once again, they will host either Indiana or North Hills in round 1. High stick on the puck, face-off coming outside Montour. Woodruff. Nairn wins the faceoff for CV. Near side Callender. To Nairn. Trying to crisscross with Callender. Turned over to Kulak. Montour tries to reset defensively. Brady Nairn with a chip in. Trying to slip around Jimmy Stewart. Woodruff near side up the right wing boards. Pressured by Szymanski, lost the puck in the process, but continues to chase it all the way to the opposite corner, and he collides hard with one of the Colts. Montour fans like what they see there. Chance meanwhile for Callender. One-on-one with Stewart. Callender hits the brakes, fires high and wide. A 3-goal outburst for CV after a scoreless first period, started by that man, 34 in blue, Callender. Woodruff around Venero. Woodruff over the attacking line, colliding with one of the Spartans. That was Luke Zacharias, the junior, on a miscommunication with his line mate. Callender dropping for Waldron. Waldron forcing the save. The rebound kept in by Szymanski. What a play there by the alternate captain as it goes wide. Herb seems a bit shaken up as he gets back to his feet. Taking out his aggressions on Venero as we approach the midpoint of this period and game. One of the Colts spun off that puck. Waldron and Stewart getting tied up. And the official right next to the visitors' bench saw it. Now, Chartiers Valley entering the night was the 3rd most penalized team in Class 1A, but it's been the home team, the Spartans, that have been unable to stay out of their own way in period 2. Colts to their 3rd penny power play of the game. They are 1 for 2. And again, it's Stewart sent off for Montour. Callender to Nairn, who lost an edge. Nairn gets right back up. Backhander save made by Diani. And the rebound is controlled by Barefoot. Venero getting tied up just shy of the Montour line. Nairn into the attacking zone. Holding the indication against Stewart. Nairn out in front. Put just wide by Venero. Colts nearly executing the backdoor play to perfection. Held from distance. I'll take that, thank you very much, says the junior. A minute 24 in this penny power play for CV. And you get the feeling that Paul Bonetti's Colts really are smelling the blood in the water right now. They can taste that divisional title. Looking to add on here and not leave anything to chance in period 3. This is deflected wide. Diani trying to cover, and he does. Ryan Kumpf, the man camped out in front for the Colts. Montour wins the faceoff. Wilson around the boards. Cut off by Callender. Callender cross ice for Tyler Held. Held to the corner for Nairn. Nairn trying to go back to Held. Good play there defensively. by Varga. Varga shorthanded, off balance, shot above the glove hand of Kohlberg. Midway through the Penny power play, Kohlberg settles it down again for Tyler Held. The Spartans almost have no choice but to press shorthanded, you would think, the way the second period's gone. And a steal there by Dorsch. Dorsch being chased by Held. Held knocks him off the puck. So the Colts survive another misplay. Nairn into the zone with half a minute left in the power play, dropping for Held. Held toward goal, glove save Diani. Colts win the face-off. Szymanski surveying the play. Szymanski toward the goal. Diani snatches it out of midair. Tornabin talking to his defenseman. He wanted Szymanski to propel that puck lower so Tornabin could try for the tip-in. Tornabin does have a power play goal this year amongst his 4 markers. Szymanski toward goal. That was off a Montour skate. Colts get it right back. They work it around the perimeter. Shorey in the corner. Knocked down from behind. Spartans have killed it off. Stewart over to the Montour bench. Colts still have this puck, though, in Montour ice. Herbst tying up his man. Tornabin ridden off the puck by Barefoot. 6.5 till the ice cut. Shorey with it. Out in front for Yanko. Yanko trying to bat it toward goal. Diani the save. Stevie Young making some personnel changes before the defensive zone face-off. Colts control this puck. Szymanski through a crowd. That save is made at the last second by Ethan Diani. Montour with the clear. And it will not be icing. Szymanski skates it out from behind his own net. Szymanski playing it to himself. Withstands Camberdi's Woodruff. Fires on goal. Diani the glove save. Diani trying to settle down the proceedings and keep Montour in it with time ticking away in the second period. 28 saves and counting for the junior, who has really been under siege here in the second. Kump going forward off the face-off. Barefoot unable to clear. Calendar! Burial! Thank you, sir. May I have another? Chartiers Valley 4, Montour nothing, and give Noah Calendar 29 and 24-25. The Shaha Panther is on the prowl. CV still very much in command with second period time ticking away. Varga from between his own circles. Plays it through center, and this will be icing on Montour. Three-time All-Star Brady Nairn on the score sheet for the first time in this one, picking up the primary helper on Calendar's second goal. Only had 1 assist in the last meeting, but now extends his point streak to 8 straight games. Played near side, intended for Kumpf. He couldn't get the redirect. Nairn behind the Montour net. Calendar in the corner. Calendar for Kumpf. The pass behind him. Montour regrouping and playing this puck up to center. Varga to his forehand. Varga off balance. Kohlberg the save. The rebound is airborne and settled down finally by Ryan Kumpf. He's chased down by Varga. Varga up the right wing with purpose. Into the CV zone. Varga off balance, sticked aside by Kohlberg. Dorsch on the rebound, surrounded by blue shirts immediately. Final 5 of period 2. Callender over the attacking line. Callender toward goal, tries to muscle his man toward goal and now gets shoved from behind. A couple of rabbit punches there from Korbel. I think it was Callender really that initiated that contact. But we'll see if anything further comes of it other than a whistle. Roughing called on Callender. And again, I got to think in fairness, that's the right call. It was Callender who had positioning and drove the net and kind of initiated that contact on Korbel. And so the Montour Spartans, for the first time tonight, go on the penny power play. Montour, for the 70th time this season, generating a power play chance. That's the second most in PIHL Class A. Spartans third on the power play entering Monday at 34.8%. Chartiers Valley, second best on the penalty kill in Class A at 90% even. And the Colts win the initial faceoff and get it the rest of the way. Diani settles it down off his own player's skate. Korbel outletting for Barefoot. Late in the second period, Montour looking for some life. Barefoot on his backhand behind the Colts goal. Barefoot to center point for Korbel. Near side for Woodruff. Woodruff's cross-ice pass is blocked. Stroh-Snyder cutting that one out. Barefoot to the corner again for Woodruff. This one's blocked off by Garcia. More good gap control by CV on the PK. To the point for Korbel. Korbel runs into Waldron. Korbel again, center point. Near side now for Woodruff. Woodruff, stick check by Stroh-Snyder. Stays with the play. Midway through the penny power play, Montour still has this puck. Woodruff toward goal, deflected on the doorstep of Kohlberg. And he regains his balance and covers inside the crease for a faceoff. Dallas and Stroh-Snyder exchanging pleasantries after the whistle. That puck was headed one way and at the literal last moment deflected an entirely different way, but Kohlberg got a hand out on top of it. Callender in the box for another 55 seconds. Spartans win the faceoff. Korbel near side for Barefoot. Back up top to Korbel. Korbel chased by Tornabin. Moskovitz trying to gain space. Turned it over to Nairn, and Nairn will send it the rest of the ice. Half a minute left in the Montour power play. Moskovitz chased by Tornabin. Outlet pass to Varga. Varga cross ice for Barefoot. Barefoot settles it down, ducks around the check from Tornabin, drops for Moskovitz. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage. Colts backhanded through center. Tyler held defensively, killing off what appears to be the remainder of the minor penalty on Callender. Moskovitz, the one-touch pass to Korbel. Korbel for Dorsch. Dorsch stick check by Mitchell. Chori up the boards, out of the box is Callender. Varga hurrying back. Callender to the cage. Save made, Diani. Callender gets the rebound. I could see that one coming as soon as Callender was sprung, but he couldn't build up enough speed. Woodruff double teamed. Colts try to get the transition game going again, but Woodruff has it for the Spartans. Woodruff, 1 against 4. Woodruff between the circles, lost that puck. Woodruff from the half wall. Turned over to Venero. Venero gets rid of it. Venero takes the shoulder from Dorsch. Herbst defensively for Montour. Up to center for Woodruff. Woodruff through the skates of Stewart. Venero up to Callender, who's seen a lot of ice time late in this period for Paul Benetti. And finally, he's going to come off here. Colts get some fresh legs on with a 4-0 lead right before the ice cut. Camberdise Woodruff through center. Colts settle back into position. Woodruff the shot, save made by Kohlberg, and the rebound is eventually grabbed by Szymanski. Brady Nairn up the left wing. Has a trailer in Yanko. Good move by Nairn. Nairn between the circles, fires, scores! There's the story of a man named Brady, who was busy giving Chartiers Valley a 5-0 lead. Just his 8th goal of the season. But the captain does indeed make it happen for CV, and they are in command with 1:14 to go in the second. Dayton Yanko in the corner for Chori. Chori from the side of the net. Tornabin, off-balance shot. Diani the save, and he juggles and holds the rebound. Last minute before the ice cut here at the RMU Island Sports Center. The Colts making themselves at home inside the Clearview Arena, leading the Montour Spartans 5-0 in the regular season finale for both these clubs. Penguins Cup playoff bound. Colts trying to string together 11 consecutive wins before their playoffs begin. .40 seconds remaining. Varga from distance. Kohlberg the save. The rebound is loose. Colts unable to clear it. Sikorsky from center point. One-timer by Varga misses everything and everybody. Sikorsky the rebound. 20 seconds left. Szymanski from behind his own net. Reversing the play to Jackson Chori. Chori to Tornabin. Tornabin has Dayton Yanko open. Yanko couldn't reach that puck with 8 seconds left. One last chance for Tornabin. Tornabin fires. Diani the save. And now we will cut the ice inside the RMU Island Sports Center. In Neville Township, the floodgates have opened. Chartiers Valley with 5 second-period goals to give the Colts a 5-0 lead over the Montour Spartans. CV 1 period away from back-to-back divisional titles. I'm Matt Popchock. You're watching it on PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. The push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs continues, presented by Soleiko Advisors.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship Show, the Penguins Cup Playoff Show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Turnover in the corner. Up top to Carlo. Carlo through a crowd save made, and it's held by Diani. 126 career points for Aiden Moskovitz coming into Monday night. Out in front it comes, deflected wide by Dallas as the net behind Kohlberg is dislodged. Stroh trying to get involved, but the Spartans get the clear. Terrific pass to Barefoot. Barefoot on goal. Kohlberg the save and the rebound cleared aside. Wait. Ryan Kumpf trying to reel it in. Centering pass intended for Callender, broken up and stolen by Nairn. He puts it on goal and the save is made point blank by Diani. Turned over to the Colts who come back to center. Chance for Callender. He has Kumpf on the wing. One of the Spartans lost an edge. Callender to Kumpf. Kumpf puts it wide. Oh, a break there for Montour. Herbst and Stewart, the defensive pairing to begin the period for Steve Young. Misplay there by Held. Held knocked down. Shot on Kohlberg. The save is made and it comes out the other side. Kumpf trying to reset it. Colts on the doorstep. Diani has it, and Kumpf is dumped by Stewart as tempers flare and the whistle sounds. Under pressure from Kulak, up top to Held. Held to Callender. Noah Callender, right circle. Score! The Callender man! Right to Moskovitz defensively. Moskovitz, home run pass to Woodruff. Woodruff to the goal. One too many moves. Special teams with as well as he's been playing. Save again, Diani in tight, and he did not have it frozen, but gets the charitable whistle. On Stroh. Mitchell from distance, score! Noted scoring threat, Luke Mitchell. Callender fix to Kumpf, Kumpf shooting, scoring! Ryan Kumpf makes it 3-0 Chartiers Valley. Callender fix to Kumpf, Kumpf shooting, scoring! Ryan Kumpf makes it 3-0 Chartiers Valley. As we approach the midpoint of this period and game. One of the Colts spun off that puck. Waldron and Stewart getting tied up. Put just wide by Venero. Colts nearly executing the backdoor play to perfection. Held from distance. I'll take that, thank you very much, says the junior. Nairn into the zone with half a minute left in the power play, dropping for Held. Held toward goal, glove save Diani. Woodruff fires on goal, Diani the glove save. Diani trying to settle down the proceedings and keep Montour in it. With Kumpf going forward off the face-off. Barefoot unable to clear. Callender! Burial! Thank you, sir. May I have another? Callender over the attacking line. Callender toward goal. Tries to muscle his man toward goal and now gets shoved from behind. Couple of rabbit punches there from Corbel. Still has this puck. Woodruff toward goal, deflected on the doorstep of Kohlberg, and he regains his balance and covers inside the crease for a face-off. Has a trailer in Yanko. Good move by Nairn. Nairn between the circles, fires, scores! There's the story of a man named Brady. One last chance for Tornabin. Tornabin fires, Diani the save, and now we will cut the ice.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie! Welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship Show, the Penguins Cup Playoff Show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Ah, look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. We utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
Ballack now in front. G-Love, glove save. LHG, Landon Horner Gribben with a big stop in front. Stroke on the right, point stroker from the circle. In front, redirect goes wide. The tick and the tack was there, but the toe misses as Shellhouse couldn't chip that one into the open net.
Special teams can decide a close hockey game, and the advisors at Soleico Capital are a special team. Soleico advisors are leveraged by Soleico Capital to help you take control of the game. They deliver practical solutions to the financial challenges faced by late-stage startup and growth companies. If your brand new business is booming and you're ready to expand, Soleico Capital can give you the support you need to succeed. Visit them on the web at SoleicoCapital.com to learn more, and be sure to follow them on LinkedIn. Matt Popchock back here at the RMU Island Sports Center inside the Clearview Arena for Game 1 of our Week 21 PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on TenbandTV, presented by Soleico Advisors. The Chartiers Valley Colts with 23 second-period shots. The Montour Spartans with 10 second-period shots. Game totals, CV 38, Montour 17. The Colts out of the barn at the moment. They have opened up a 5-0 lead on the host Spartans in this regular season finale for both these teams. Chartiers Valley 17 hockey minutes away from wrapping up back-to-back divisional titles. And with that number 1 seed in the Class A Gold Division comes a first-round bye. Montour, the number 4 team in the Gold Division, regardless of this result. They are Penguins Cup playoff bound after missing the last couple of seasons. Steve Young, in his second year as head coach, the longtime Montour assistant, trying to find one more spark and do one last period of fine-tuning before their postseason run begins. The Spartans naturally need a bunch of goals, and they need them in a hurry to get back into this one. And they need them against the number 1 defensive team in the entire PIHL. Chartiers Valley, just 18 goals allowed as a team on the season and entering period 3. Matt Kohlberg has exceeded his save total from the last time these teams met, and from his most recent victory, for that matter. The Colts now just not only thinking about a victory, they're within reach of a running clock on the Spartans for the second time in as many meetings this year, but first things first, and we have a delay before the beginning of period 2 as a couple of the Montour skaters were late in getting back to the home bench, but now we are underway. Waiting in the wings are from the Class A Blue Division, the division runners-up at the moment, the Moon Tigers, who might be leading the division if they win tonight, and the Butler Golden Tornado. Moon versus Butler, our second game this evening, beginning around 9:15 Eastern Time on TenbandTV. And again, the stakes are similar. The Moon Tigers, who come into tonight in second place behind Mars, can win the division with a win in any fashion tonight on the road. Talked to their head coach, Kobe Yorig, the Moon hockey alumnus, before tonight's game, and I think aside from the chance of winning the division, they're just happy to be fully healthy. It's literally the first time all year the Tigers have had all their varsity players healthy going into a game. Better late than never. Meanwhile, barefoot at the side of the net, unable to accept the pass from Dallas as Montour tries to get that goose egg off the board. Counterattacking Gavin Waldron behind the net now for CV. Out in front, Venero on goal, point blank. The save is made by Diani, who stays in the game for Montour. On the follow-up, Diani makes another couple of saves. Spartans still unable to get the clear. The muckers and grinders doing the job for Paul Bonetti early in period 3. That deflected off Waldron's skate and right back to the Montour bench. Stroh-Snyder with the dump in off Diani. Wilson through center. Kohlberg settles it down. Outlet pass too far for Held, but has Waldron waiting there to help him out. Held to the corner. Dayton Yanko from beneath the goal line out in front. The backdoor play is broken up by Diani. I think he got a piece of that centering pass before his defenseman did. Tornabin keeps it inside the offensive zone. Chartiers Valley, again, relentless on their forecheck as Diani makes that save. Another turnover generated by CV. Spartans get it back to center. Dorsch slow to get up as this puck is played deep into Char Valley ice. Tornabin near side. Caden Herbst with a keep in, or did he keep it in? No. Aiden Jennings, they say, was in an offside position. Jennings, 7 points in 17 games, his first varsity season. Montour, one of the highest scoring teams in Class A, coming in and a team very good like Chartiers Valley at generating offense from their defense. Colts exploding for 5 in the second after going scoreless with Montour in period 1. Noah Callender with a pair, including a power play goal that got the scoring started in the first minute of period 2. Brady Nairn, the captain, scoring late. Ryan Kumpf continuing his hot streak, and defenseman Luke Mitchell scoring his first goal in over a year for CV. Sawyer Carlo, a recent first-time goal scorer for the Colts, plays this puck far side. Eventually, Montour takes over inside its own line. Varga coming through center. From the left circle, he shoots it high off the glass. Klimas unable to keep it in. Jennings backpedaling. Paired out here with Sikorsky defensively. Callender with a check on Sikorsky, sends him flying and loosens the puck. Char Valley expressing their approval on the visitors' bench. Ryan Kumpf trying to force the steal. Woodruff up, but not quite all the way out. Yard sale, Kumpf losing his stick. Woodruff playing this puck on the freshly cut ice at Clearview Arena. Between the circles, high and wide off the glass beyond Kohlberg. Corbel gets to the rebound first, but gives it right to Carlo. Carlo draws the double team. Dumps it into Montour ice. Woodruff starts to charge for Montour. Draw pass from Moskowitz. Moskowitz closing in on officially the Class A points championship of 2024-2025. He was the Class A scoring leader with 68 points overall coming into Monday. But he's been held off the sheet along with second leading team scorer Thomas Barefoot in this one, to say nothing of the rest of the Spartans. That home run pass eludes Chory. Chory negating any possible icing call. Stroh-Snyder to Chory. Venero open out in front. Venero unable to accept the pass, but keeps it in the zone. Barefoot gets turned around in the corner for Corbel. Up the far boards, waiting for it is Szymanski. Colts changing defenseman behind the play. Corbel off the official, trying to clear the zone a second time. Now he's tied up by Chory and company, and a hard hit there on Jackson Chory. No worse for the wear. Jonah Camberdice Woodruff with speed. Thought he took that pass in an offside position, but officials disagree. No matter, he couldn't get it cleanly on goal, and the Colts counterattack. Callender on one hand, poke check neatly by Wilson. Callender with 4 hat tricks this season. He's on Hattie watch again here on Neville Island as the Colts bang it home. Austin Tornabin would not be denied, and it's 6-0 CV with 10:48 left in regulation. 5th of the year for the junior. Tornabin, kind of an under-the-radar player for Paul Bonetti. He was a point-per-game forward last season during their Penguins Cup championship run, and he's got himself a goal here in the regular season finale tonight. Chartiers Valley that much closer to wrapping up the gold division. And one of the Spartans conveying a message to these officials. They wanted to readjust the net behind Ethan Diani before this faceoff. And I think Stewart wants to know why that goal counted, even though the net was dislodged. Whether he likes the explanation or not, he got one. And we're back to action here inside the Clearview Arena. Varga from an angle on goal, Kohlberg the save. Matt Kohlberg, 15 career varsity shutouts. Most by a Chartiers Valley goaltender in the PIHL era on record. Kumpf, the outlet pass to Callender. Officially, the goal reading Tornabin from Nairn and held. Just over 6 minutes into period 3 as we get a whistle here. Coming up next Monday night on TenbandTV, we are busy with the final week of the 2024-2025 Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League regular season. The push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs continues from the Barrel Toyota Ice Complex. A couple of important games in the North Hills amongst North Hills area teams. Central Catholic visiting Pine Richland at 7 o'clock, then North Allegheny and Seneca Valley going at it in the 9 o'clock nightcap. That's next Monday night beginning at 7. A couple of Class AAA games taking center stage here on TenbandTV. Spartans control the face-off. Moskowitz through center, surrounded by Colts, puts it weakly on net. Kohlberg covers and freezes for a face-off with under 10 to go. Barefoot tied up in the face-off circle, but finds this puck along the near boards. Up to Wilson, it'll come. Tornabin forces it back to center. Corbel under pressure. Tornabin, the only goal this third period thus far. Chartiers Valley 6, Montour nothing. Dayton Yanko with it, far corner. Yanko on his backhand to Garcia. Down low it comes defensively to Barefoot. Corbel using the boards to his advantage to get it up to Cole Dallas. Dallas at center. DeAngelis gains the red line, dumps it in. Wilson behind his own net for Corbel. Tornabin forces the turnover to Chori. Chori threw it behind Yanko. Montour counterattacking. Moskowitz 1 against 2. Moskowitz following this puck below the goal line. Moskowitz on his backhand, near side for Herbst. Herbst unable to take that pass cleanly, but recovers. Herbst to Stewart. Spartans changing behind the play. Barefoot out in front to Stewart. Stewart off a skate, out in front it comes. Kohlberg the save, it's loose in front. Not sure how he kept that one out, but he did as the net is dislodged. Midway through the third, Chartiers Valley in control. Colts came in here looking to extend their win streak to 11 games to close out the regular campaign. On the verge of doing just that. And credit Stephen Young and the Montour Spartans for a remarkable improvement this regular season. After managing just 5 wins last year, Montour with 13 entering Monday. Make that 14 in all, counting the overtime result that went their way. And that overtime result was kind of a big deal. Montour knocking off Quaker Valley in bonus hockey last Monday night to open the door, basically, for CV to take the division title here in enemy territory. Well, the hockey gods work in mysterious ways. Quaker Valley, the last undefeated team in the PIHL to take a loss this season. Upset at home by the Plum Mustangs, who are also playoff bound on the Quakers senior night, and falling last week to Montour. So Quaker Valley coming back to earth a bit as you can start the running clock with 7:43 remaining. Darian Strohsnyder leading the Selly line after the Colts powwow in Montour territory. Chartiers Valley makes it a 7-0 game over Montour. Nairn against Kulak. Montour wins the faceoff. Near side Klimas for Woodruff. Woodruff through center, weaving his way through a sea of Colts, firing wide of Kohlberg. About the only thing Montour can do at this point is rain on his parade. Matt Kohlberg trying to earn back-to-back shutouts here to close out the regular season for Chartiers Valley. Kohlberg played in this barn at the end of January with head coach Paul Bonetti as a member of one of the Class A All-Star teams for the second year in a row. And indeed it is Strohsnyder's goal. So Venero gets assist number 18 on his freshman season. Waldron picking up a helper. Strohsnyder, his 15th goal of the season in 17 games. And he's got goals in 7 of his last 8 overall. There's so much depth on this Chartiers Valley team. They're going to be tough to dethrone for Quaker Valley or anybody for that matter who stands in their path. Dixon with the dump in for Montour with time ticking away. Home run pass, too heavy for Chory, icing on the Colts. Chartiers Valley won the first meeting 9-2, and again, they have a 7-goal lead on the Spartans. Clock will run under 5:45 following preceding this faceoff, to the left of Matt Kohlberg. Aiden Moskowitz will become the second consecutive Montour Spartan to win the PIHL Class A scoring title as he continues to sit on those 68 points, including 33 goals. Moskowitz came in not only first in points, but first in power play goals as well, with 10 of those on the season in PIHL Class A. Moskowitz, one of the program's top 10 scorers in the PIHL era. Kohlberg, meanwhile, making another save with under 5 to go. Thomas Barefoot, rarely to be outdone, 119 career points for him, the Montour senior entering Monday night. Barefoot and Moskowitz tied for second in Class A goal scoring behind Meadville's Robert Mahoney as Week 21 gets underway in the PIHL. Colts faced Mahoney last week and were able to keep him off the board. And keeping Montour's dynamic duo off the board, certainly another feather in the cap of Paul Bonetti's team. Char Valley, once again, the least scored upon team in Class A coming in, and the entire league for that matter, with just those 18 goals against. Off the face-off, Diani makes another save. We'll see what the Moon Tigers of the Blue Division can do for an encore. Again, we may very well see 2 divisional titles earned here this evening on the island. Stay tuned. 9:15 puck drop for Moon and Butler. The Tigers with a chance to leapfrog Mars on the last day of their regular season and take the title. And last year it was Moon that upset Mars in the preliminary round of the Penguins Cup playoffs at the Lemieux Complex. A Mars team that had won 10 in a row coming into that playoff contest. And this year the Tigers very much for real under former player turned head coach Kobe Heurig. And what a fine season they've been having. Varga taking off that puck before he could shoot it. 2.5 left. Aiden Zielinski, the freshman blue liner, on here for Steve Young as Diani makes another save right between the pillows. Vinny Venero looking for goal number 5 on the season before time runs out. Noah Callender, not surprisingly, sitting this one out. He had 2 goals and an assist the last time these teams met. Guess what? He's got the same stat line tonight. And his first goal would be the game winner if the Spartans cannot get one before the buzzer. Diani with a glove save there. Another face-off coming from the same spot. It comes back to Mitchell. From behind his own net, Corbel plays it up to center. Zielinski puts a hit on Venero as we approach the final minute of play. So the Montour Spartans will enter the playoffs as the number 4 seed in the Gold Division with a 13-5-1 final regular season record. Chartiers Valley concludes their season at 19-1 overall. They will get the number 1 seed out of the Gold Division. They will get the one and only first round bye out of the Gold Division, as we got a penalty coming up late here. 20 seconds left. Colts touch up. Roughing the call against Venero. So the Spartans, for the second time, go on the penny power play with a chance to spoil Matt Kohlberg's shutout bid, if nothing else. 20.4 ticks to talk. Tornabin wins it cleanly. The Colts get it deep off Diani. 10 seconds left. Well, Paul Benetti and the Chartiers Valley Colts certainly have bigger fish to fry, but they can celebrate at least one championship tonight. The Chartiers Valley Colts have won the PIHL Class A Gold Division. Final score, Colts 7, Montour Spartans nothing. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you, Finn Kazarowski, and thank you for watching and listening Butler at Moon up next on PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. I'm Matt Popchock as the push for the Penguins Cup playoffs continues, presented by Seleco Advisors. Again, it's Butler at Moon up next, and we'll see you on the island here on the other side. Turnover in the corner. Up top to Carlo. Carlo through a crowd save made, and it's held by Diani. 126 career points for Aiden Moskovitz coming into Monday night. Out in front it comes, deflected wide by Dallas as the net behind Kohlberg is dislodged. Stroh-Snyder's trying to get involved, but the Spartans get the clear. Terrific pass to Barefoot. Barefoot on goal. Kohlberg the save and the rebound cleared aside. Wait. Ryan Kumpf trying to reel it in. Centering pass intended for Callender, broken up and stolen by Nairn. He puts it on goal, and the save is made point blank by Diani. Turned over to the Colts, who come back to center. Chance for Callender. He has Kumpf on the wing. One of the Spartans lost an edge. Callender to Kumpf. Kumpf puts it wide. Oh, a break there for Montour. Herbst and Stewart, the defensive pairing, to begin the period for Steve Young. Misplay there by Held. Held knocked down. Shot on Kohlberg. The save is made, and it comes out the other side. Kumpf trying to reset it. Colts on the doorstep. Diani has it, and Kumpf is dumped by Stewart as tempers flare and the whistle sounds. Under pressure from Kulak, up top to Held. Held to Callender. Noah Callender, right circle. Score! The Callender man! Right to Moskovitz defensively. Moskovitz, home run pass to Woodruff. Woodruff to the goal. One too many moves. Special teams with as well as he's been playing. Save again, Diani in tight, and he did not have it frozen, but gets the charitable whistle. On Stroh-Snyder. Mitchell from distance, score! Noted scoring threat, Luke Mitchell. Callender fakes to Kumpf. Kumpf shooting, scoring! Ryan Kumpf makes it 3-0 Chartiers Valley. Callender fakes to Kumpf. Kumpf shooting, scoring! Ryan Kumpf makes it 3-0 Chartiers Valley. Venero as we approach the midpoint of this period and game. One of the Colts spun off that puck. Waldron and Stewart getting tied up. Put just wide by Venero. Colts nearly executing the backdoor play to perfection. Held from distance. I'll take that, thank you very much, says the junior. Nairn into the zone with half a minute left in the power play, dropping for Held. Held toward goal, glove save Diani. Woodruff fires on goal, Diani the glove save. Diani trying to settle down the proceedings and keep Montour in it. With Kumpf going forward off the face-off. Barefoot unable to clear. Callender! Burial! Thank you, sir. May I have another? Callender over the attacking line. Callender toward goal. Tries to muscle his man toward goal and now gets shoved from behind. A couple of rabbit punches there from Corbel. Still has this puck. Woodruff toward goal, deflected on the doorstep of Kohlberg. And he regains his balance and covers inside the crease for a face-off. Has a trailer in Yanko. Good move by Nairn. Nairn between the circles. Fires. Scores! There's the story of a man named Brady. One last chance for Tornabin. Tornabin fires. Diani the save. And now we will cut the ice. Arrow on goal, point blank. The save is made by Diani, who stays in the game for Montour. On the follow-up, Diani makes another couple of saves. Spartans still unable to get the clear. Near side. Caden Herbst with a keep in, or did he keep it in? No. Aiden Jennings, they say, was in an offside position. He's on Hattie watch again here on Neville Island as the Colts bang it home. Austin Tornabin. He's on Hattie watch again here on Neville Island as the Colts bang it home. Austin Tornabin. Would not. Stewart Off a skate, out in front it comes. Kohlberg the save, it's loose in front. Not sure how he kept that one out, but he did. Last week to Montour, so Quaker Valley coming back to earth a bit as you can start the running clock with 7:43 remaining. The PIHL Class A Gold Division. Final score, Colts 7, Montour Spartans nothing.